Ooh, speaking of gender, sex essentialism, not gender, sex essentialism.
You want to go and read it to the folks? I can read it. So first, it says
be
like,
the guy, be the girl.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm gonna be a daddy.
Oh, I am not ready for this. Planned Parenthood, here we come.
Please don't do this.
I'm just not ready.
Okay, yeah.
That was part 1.
Mm-hmm.
Part 2. Oh my God, I'm pregnant.
I ain't ready to be a father.
Me holding my baby. Please don't do this. I already have a whole baby with you now.
But I'm not ready.
Exit stage right with your motherfucking bags.
Man.
Damn, leave me and my child.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that first comment though. Man, the only choice you have is to decide where you plant your seed. Yes.
Man, pretty much, bro.
If you spreading seeds, the only choice you got about is where you planting the seed.
That's actual.
And
facts.
guess what? Female sex women. Seeds getting planted.
You got a choice who's planting.
This is for people who are actually dealing with people on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, facts.
What's the difference is what it says at the bottom. You don't see it. Do you think there's a difference? Tell me what you think.
Ooh,
what's so different? Genuine.
So, you know,
What's the song? If you do, tell me what
maybe,
you do it for me.
Maybe I'm being sexist.
Telling me it's different. What the hell is different? If you cheated on him, you do it to me.
No, that's true though. But
what's so different? Okay.
Maybe I'm sexist to men, but honestly, I feel like it's a woman's choice whether she gets an abortion or not. Keep it real. I feel like it's not my body. It's her choice. I have wants. I had desires, but ultimately, it's her. It's up to her. Okay, and if we don't want to get pregnant, let's keep it safe, man. Let's keep it safe, and I'm gonna follow your lead. That's it, you know. And
he's saying that because he'll have way more kids than he already has, even though he has 2.
I already have 2 kids.
One all the way on the opposite side of the United States, and one here with 2 people.
Yes, I already got 2 kids. If I get, I'm the only one I'm getting pregnant. But if she get pregnant, I'm gonna take care of my kid. That's it. You know. And if she feels the way about it, we can talk about it. But if she don't feel the way about it, we're gonna have him. We're gonna take care of him. That's my plan.
You mean if I wanted to get an abortion?
Yes, which I don't think that you would. But that's just me. But
you'll be sad.
Yes, I would.
This is the thing about our relationship. We're good at taking each other's lead on things in a lot of different ways. I've had my fertility experiences and pregnancy experiences, and I don't have no kids. It would take a lot for me to want to abort a child. It would have to be something really wrong for me to want to abort a pregnancy. But this is not about me and you technically, really, but kind of. I think that the difference, let's look at the question on the table. What's the difference? Do you know what the actual difference is? I know what the actual difference is.
You tell me.
You can't tell what the actual difference is?
You tell me.
Look at the bottom left and right. Can you tell?
I mean, yeah, one, the baby's born and the other's not.
Thank you. So let's look at this in terms of, because you was talking about the shit in Texas and abortion, people dropping dimes on women for having abortions,
man, fuck
and all this
shit.
Crazy ass shit that's going
fuck
on.
Fuck that shit. You give it real.
Crazy ass shit going on. And what they say, like people who are like, you know, this is bullshit, and then there's all these memes of like, look how dumb this is, look how ridiculous this is, look how disrespectful it is, look how stupid it is if you think hard enough and long enough that people would take such a stance if they are not also caring about the life of children who are alive, or the life of women and people. But they'll say, like, at this point, right, Planned Parenthood point, like, it's not a person. It's the potential of a person.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they always talk about when the person's really here and how you relate to that. You know, all these children in foster care, all these children who are orphans, and all these children who just whatever, right? So the whole I'm kind of, first I was like the feeling is the same on both sides, but actually aborting a child and abandoning a child is very different.
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts. If the child is here, bro, and you're not being there, and the whole child has a whole lot's life, that you weak, nigga. I'm gonna keep it real.
The thing that sucks is,
but they still both hurt though.
The pressure of parenting and the way it lands, you know, when you're at the stage of before you conceive and after. Like, of course, men should be thoughtful about, you know, what do they like to call it? Spraying up the club.
Yeah, shooting up the club.
But also, women also have to see themselves as, this is what's helpful to me, as leaders in any shit that's gonna go on where your body becomes the incubator for a human life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the onus is on everybody.
That's true.
As adults.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I hate the idea of children being abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
But also I hate the fact that it's a lot of pressure and sexism landing on women.
Mm.
Because under sexism, I know what I've gone through, and I've had conversations with groups of women.
Mm.
Even anything that comes to having sex with men from a young age, it's like, it's not normal to really say no.
Mm-hmm.
Without feeling hella bad about it.
Yeah, I feel that. You're
supposed to cater to these feelings that you think that a guy's gonna have, and even if you don't want to cater to it, like, you'll sacrifice yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's common as fuck.
I know it is. I'm gonna keep it real.
But the issue really is a lack of even having that, and also having that in your mind, but also knowing the gravity of being left holding the fucking bag. Mm-hmm. And then being left holding the bag with a nigga who ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
And how he treats you, or how he gonna treat the child.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you still responsible for that. But
mm-hmm.
unless you go through that, I don't think that really resonates.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go through that and have a whole miscarriage for it to resonate. Like, oh, and then go through this whole workshop and do all this other shit, baby, no baby, like intensive co-counseling and intensive spiritual practice. Like, it took a lot for me to say, no, I'm the person that's in charge of any babies happening in this house, and if I don't want to risk it, then we should use protection.
Yep. And you know what I said?
I said that's what it's gonna be. Period.
I said, okay.
And any man dealing with me, the one has to understand that and understand where I'm coming from, because I'm gonna be left holding the bag.
Yeah.
Even if he wants to carry the bag.
Yeah.
What if I don't want to carry the bag?
Exactly.
Like, I have the first and I have the last say.
I don't gotta be.
And it's better to get it's better to have the first. It's great to have this opportunity to still have the last say, you know, with a very minimal procedure, you know, but that doesn't mean it doesn't affect.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was pregnant. The person I was pregnant by was having, like, experiences like sickness and all type of shit. Mm-hmm. Like, that was a spiritual bond that they had with the unborn. Mm-hmm. You know, and having that miscarriage affected both of us very deeply on a spiritual level. So I don't negate how men feel at all, but also like we're both very responsible.
Yeah, true.
No one should be holding the bag because you want to have a fucking kid. If we didn't decide let's have a kid, then now we're accidentally having a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And now you just like the idea so much you want to go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I mean, my question is, if you don't want her to have the abortion, are you willing to raise that kid by yourself? Okay. Like,
because that's the thing too, and that's kind of weird. How come women might, like, there are moms who leave.
There are moms who leave.
But why would I go through all of that just to give you the child? Why would I go through the labor?
I ain't saying
sex essentialism again. Even if she was willing to walk away,
look,
the guy can walk away from jump.
That's facts.
She go through a whole pregnancy with no one there.
That's facts too.
But I can't say, let me go through this whole goddamn pregnancy and have this whole ass baby, have the whole body transformation, and then give you the rest of responsibility. Why would I even do that?
I mean, I think a responsible mother would not do that, but some people don't want to be mothers. You know, and that's the thing. Some people don't want to be mothers. Sometimes people get pregnant accidentally or irresponsibly, however you want to call it.
It gotta be some reasons why you would go through with it, but I think it would be pressure from other things.
Yeah, probably.
Like, oh, I must carry the child. I must birth the child. I have to. Like, I don't have a choice, or it's my punishment, or it's the right thing to do, or whatever. But after that, I'm like leaving. Like,
look.
If you ain't trying to raise a kid as a woman, why would you fucking go through birthing a kid?
There's a lot of reasons people
baking and birthing it.
Okay, but really,
you know people who bake and birth the kid, knowing that they're not gonna be around the kid. I guess people who give their kids up for adoption.
Yeah, and surrogate mothers.
Yeah, but that's on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when you end up in a situation like this, not on purpose.
But that's kids whose mothers give them up. I know some kids who got given up. Okay, we know some kids who got given up who are now adults. My co-host. That happened to him, and that's somebody who didn't want to be a mother. And there was
but they also didn't want to get an abortion. That's what I'm asking about. That's what I'm talking about.
They also didn't want to get an abortion.
People who are willing to get abortions.
People who are, I mean, yeah, if you're willing, just go ahead. You might as well go ahead and do the shit if you don't
I don't think you're going to convince somebody who's perfectly fine having an abortion.
I wouldn't.
To actually go through with the whole pregnancy.
I'm not going to ask.
And let the dad just be a single dad.
My body.
Y'all tell us.
Yeah, exactly.
With your anonymous throwaway account, if you feel better doing it like that. I'm just really curious. Who here feels like I think an abortion is a good option?
Some people with it, some people not with it.
But since this nigga feels so much about it,
like,
and we didn't mean it anyway, and I don't have really that much of a relationship with him, but it matters so much to him, I'll fucking carry the kid and deal with being a pregnant person and everyone saying things to me for 9 months about my child, and then go through birthing it, and then go through what happens when I don't have it no more and people still know me and they're like, weren't you pregnant? Yeah, I had the baby, but I gave it to the dad and I abandoned it. What? This shit is normal for men to leave their kids.
It is.
It's not normal for women to leave their kids. And when I say normal, I mean what is normal to our society.
It's common. It's common, and it shouldn't be common. People shouldn't be leaving their kids, man. People should be taking care of their kids. That's the bottom line, bro. If you have them, whether you got their accidents, their own purpose, bro, take care of them.
Anyways, women are in charge. Women, we're in charge. Sex, essential sex in charge shit. If you're dealing with people, you do not want to be left on the bag, and you will be.
And it's way easier, like she was saying. You go ahead. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no.
I'm not even gonna worry about it.
You're like, let me go ahead and follow.